GSL.
You've all been waiting, and now it is time for Code A's Group F here for Season 3 of the GSL Code A. The music stopped really abruptly. It scared me. But we're here now, and it's time for GSL Group B. Group F. Group B was a few days ago. Yeah. Group F, F for Flash. Flash is going to be in Group F with a few Protosses that he's going to have to deal with here.
Yeah. And a Zerg.
And a Zerg as well.
Yeah. Zerg who's teamless in the name of Symbol.
Yeah, so Symbol's in the group. Symbol's teamless still. We got to give basically a checkup on his skills, see how well he's doing. Then we've got Hush, Protoss player, up against Tails in our first match. Before we get into that, we'll take a look at some of our qualified players. This screen is, again, completely wrong, so please disregard basically everything. The only thing that's true about this is now the numbers.
Well, not exactly. I mean, we just had TY advance as well.
Yeah,
so
TY
there's 3
advance.
Terrans, and of course we did have Shine from the last group events as well. So
yeah.
7 Zergs.
Yeah, so there's 7 Zergs and 3 Terrans.
And a Proto.
I'm so sorry about that overlay. But anyways, match number 1 here, as I mentioned, will be Tails and Hush. So Tails really specific builders, really specific types of strategies, and innovator, versus Hush, very consistent in PvP in Pro League. Symbol, the teamless Zerg who used to be on TSL, who still somehow finds himself teamless after all this time, is up against Flash from KT Rolster, the fan favorite. Everybody wants him to get out, but he seems to be a bit cursed when it comes to individual leagues.
Yeah. We're going to have to see if he can turn that curse around, but that will be in match 2. First, we have match 1 between Tails and Hush.
Starting things out on Catalina.
Yeah.
Map we've been seeing a lot of these days.
And this is going to be PvP. Pretty interesting for this map. It's a big map. And a lot of different ridges, you know, to hide certain proxies.
Yeah. There's a lot of different places to hide Stargates, especially, or even hidden dark shrines. Tails the type of player who likes to be aggressive early, suddenly, you know, swoop in and do a 3-gateway pressure build, or even an all-in with 3 gates, do a Blink Stalker type pressure. Hush, on the other hand, just seems to be consistently good, a little bit more reactionary in this matchup. And this matchup is what he's known for most. If he has to go against Symbol or Flash, then he's going to have a little bit more trouble.
I really like this guy's style of play in PvP. Just very, very solid all around. You know, no weaknesses that I could see. Very, very good win ratio out of all the games we've seen him play.
If Hush is to get out of this group, I feel like taking this first PvP is absolutely necessary for him, just given his skill compared to everybody else's. So really, really important first match.
Agree.
We're going into it. Our first best of 3 here in Group F of the GSL Code A.
Up here at the 1 o'clock in the blue, one of the Protoss players here, he is
MVP Tails.
8 Pylon. Already a very specific build over here. And maybe he just messed up based on that expression. I'm not sure. And down here to the bottom right in pink,
CJ&2's Hush.
Definitely not a mistake, by the way, out of Tails. He drops his gate at 8 as well, so he wants to rush out Mothership Core and Stalkers.
Yeah. See exactly how that build fleshes out. For Hush so far, just pretty normal.
This could also be a rushed 4-gate. The Korean 4-gate, I don't know if you remember this build, Brendan.
I do.
Where you rush out Warp Gate super fast off of a 10-gate back in the day.
Yeah.
And then you would pull probes out of gas and make only Zealots, and the extra minerals that you would have would just go into spamming pylons all over your opponent's base because you couldn't kill them fast enough. It was one of my favorite builds to do when Warp Gate research was still really fast. So we could see something like that off of this super, super fast Warp Gate research.
Yeah. He's being efficient. He's only got 2 guys in gas so far, trying to get as much mineral mining as possible. And the good timing there on that Cybernetics core to be put up right when that finishes. You see that the gateway here isn't even, you know, fully completed for Hush as well, so it's going to be super fast.
Yeah. So let's see exactly how he wants to play this. He's making a Zealot right away. It may also make 1 Stalker and Warp Gate research and then pull out, if he's going to do that build. This is just me speculating based off of the information that I have here, what build he may do. Hush is doing a 2-in-2 gas build with a normal Cybernetics core timing here. Now he puts a 3rd probe in gas. No, takes it out, though. He's like, really got this timed out. He's like, if I mine it 2 more times and then pull it out.
Yeah. Double Chrono Boost here, 1 on the Warp Gate and 1 on the unit. I would expect that's a Stalker based on the gas that we lost. Yeah.
Double gates here for Hush. Now, whatever he's up against here, that's definitely going to be helpful. And he's also going to get a Lucky Scout here, whereas Tails is sending his Zealot directly to the middle of the map and is actually going the wrong way.
Yeah.
Based on the fact that he didn't run into that probe and the Stalker runs into the probe. Oh!
Just letting it in.
But, you know, he won't actually necessarily know. Okay, well, yeah, now he does. He definitely is like, he's like, all right, well, 3 gates and a Chrono Boost on the Warp Gate Research. I don't care how long your core has been there. This is pretty obvious. But he may not take it as seriously as he should. But he should know the probe timing. That actually means that he's going to be at the bottom right. Still keeps that Zealot going just in case. And now he's going to send everything across there. And he may just end up using those extra minerals to spam pylons in the main. He's only got 13 probes, so this is super all in.
This is super Tails. Like, this is something I would expect out of a guy like this. He loves to do these kind of builds. Hush's Stalker getting the first hit there, but with the pylon coming down, he's got to be more careful.
Warp Gate Research is almost done. It's just about 2 or 3 seconds away. The gates are done here as well.
Look at that timing, man. All 3 gates line up perfectly.
He's going to kill the probe, so this pylon is it for now. By the way, counter pylon could be made in Tails' base after this if this fails. There is a probe in there, and I don't know, this micro is a bit iffy, but finally breaks his way up the ramp. Wants to target down that Mothership Core before it has 100 energy. One Stalker is killed by that Mothership Core on the other hand. It's gone now. The Zealot is tanking here at the front, and 2 more Stalkers are about to pop out. He needs another warp in here.
Yeah, Tails just needs to back off. Get that one Stalker and back off. He cannot be taking this many shots. He's going to lose another Stalker.
I think this is basically just it. All he has to do now is hold the top of the ramp, make a pylon in his opponent's main, as he is doing. You guys can see it on the mini-map. Hush has that pylon up over there. And honestly, the success of this build is partially determined by what your opponent does, builder-wise. And with 2 gateways, Hush just has that extra production. And that's essentially what gives him the win here. Warp Gate Research is done, as well as these 2 Stalkers that are about to pop out. With that, you can just warp in 2 Zealots in his opponent's main, start ripping apart the mineral line while he crushes the last of this.
GG.
GG.
Quick build, didn't work out. Hush with a very solid build there, getting the 2 gates out. It's pretty safe. Has enough units to hold off that push, and Tails kind of having a smirk on his face, being like, oh, well, that didn't work.
Well, if he goes 2 gates, it's really hard to make that work, you know. Plus, the micro out of him at the very beginning was a bit off. And he lost his probe, which meant he couldn't reinforce in the main base.
Definitely.
So, things just did not go well. So, our other CJ player we had placed today, Sky Higher, another Terran, did win his very first map in the very first series of his group. But things went sour for him after that. We'll see if Hush can keep it up here. He's really good at PvP.
He really is.
I think Tails is going to pick Deadwing, man.
You think so? What makes you think that?
That or Overgrowth. It's a map that gives him more potential to do a really specific strategy.
Could see it here. Wouldn't be too surprised.
I would not expect like merry-go-round. Oh, or King Sejong Station, but it's a 2-player map.
Yeah.
Tails has like got this look on his face. It's almost like a, devil may care. Like I don't. There's no way I'm gonna get out of this group and just messing around. Like look on his face, which is actually terrifying for anyone who has to face him.
Yeah.
Because it means he can do anything if he actually really has this sort of attitude.
I mean, we saw him kind of laughing to himself before the game even started. When he put down that pylon as well, he started like chuckling to himself and like, I don't know, he's a dangerous man.
He's very dangerous.
There was some typing going on in the chat, some kind of conversation, so, and they both kind of laughed at it and smirked at it, so maybe discussing that build. Hush is like, lol, you thought that would work? And Tails is like, lol, dude, I don't know, lol.
I really wish I still had Observer PC, because that was one thing, too, I used to have with that, is to be able to tell you guys exactly what they're saying in chat. But I don't have it.
Hush, just a guy who likes straight water, no Picari sweat, no tea, no mugs or anything like that.
Yep. Water is provided to the players, for all of you guys wondering at home. Every time you come to the studio, you're provided like 4 bottles of water.
Yeah, it's also provided for us after we, buy a bottle of water, we can get free water.
Well, that's true.
Take a sip right now.
Well, Tails representing the USA with those earbuds here, red, white, and blue. Check that out. Down a game of the series. It's up against Hush here, the PvP.